Hello everybody, Sunday Adelaja here. Today I want to talk about the evil of Godfatherism in Nigeria's politics. Now, personally, I'm a mentor to a lot of people. And many people regard me as their mentor, as their spiritual father, as their godfather, as you could say. So I understand what Godfatherism is supposed to be in the right way. Because I even wrote a book, I've not published it yet in English, but I call it the Value of a Mentor in Everybody's Life. Everybody needs a mentor, everybody needs a trainer. It's a good thing. But the way that practice has been turned to in Nigerian politics makes you to altogether want to condemn the idea of Godfatherism. There could be some things in Godfatherism in terms of giving opportunities to others, creating platforms for them, training them, using your years of experience to strengthen them, to push them forward, to help them to attain their goals, becoming a ladder to other people. I have a whole series on YouTube that is called A Leader is a Ladder. That is the whole concept of Godfatherism that I know, and that's the way it's supposed to be. A godfather is supposed to be a mentor. But what we have in Nigeria is like Godfatherism is the bastion of corruption in our country. And Godfatherism is one of the reasons why our country has been so much behind. So, but unfortunately, the electoral process in Nigeria begins, even though it begins with party politics, but it ends with Godfatherism, because there is no party politics in Nigeria without Godfatherism, and in the evil sense of it. For you to have a chance, let me just paint a picture for you. For you to have a chance at winning anything meaningful in Nigeria through electoral process, if you want to go through electoral process, you need to belong to a major political party. Because if you belong to a minor political party, you will not get anywhere. The major political parties are the parties where the big men are. And the big men, they are the ones who have the money, and they are the ones who can use the money to push you forward. If you don't align with them, they will put the money in the opposite, in your opponent campaign, and then your opponent will win, and you will always lose. These big men are often referred to as the landlords to the state, or the landlord of the nation. They are the gatekeepers. You've got to go through them. They are the fathers, the godfathers. They are the godfathers who have been there since the inception of the political parties. People who have been controlling Nigerian politics since the 50s. They are still doing it today. Some of them since the 60s. Some of them since the 70s. So these people are the ones that are still in charge because they are rich enough to determine the tide of things. And intending aspirants, if you want to contend for any office, you will have to go and submit yourself to one of those political godfathers. Somebody will even say they are doing you a favor. So then they will take you there, and then then you have to give them money, you have to comply with whatever they are saying, and you have to compromise your principles, and they are still doing you a favor. But if you would neglect them and ignore them and say you would like to contest without Godfather, then you don't stand any chance of winning. You might not even stand a chance of contesting, because no party will even take you in the first place. If as a political aspirant, you are not willing to submit your soul under a party godfather, then it means that you must have, maybe, of course, if you have enough money, but that is just enough money to campaign and speak to people about your programs, but enough money to go around, because you will still have to bribe. And most of the time, you will still have to bribe those same godfathers for people under them or under their influence to go ahead and vote for you. Your money won't be enough, in fact, if you are by yourself. Your life, too, will have to be put at stake if you want to win an election in Nigeria. So this is the evil that we all need to speak about and fight against. Since politics is a do or die thing in Nigeria, your life is constantly on that threat. And because this is what we call political process in Nigeria. It is corrupt. That's why I will keep on saying that we need to stop all electioneering. We need to stop all elections. We need to, just like the military did, we need to cancel all political parties and just come up with, somebody saying, what is the alternative? We need to come up with alternative of having representatives of the people. That's a whole different topic. And I have spoken about it before, and I have videos on it on YouTube, and I'm writing a book about it now. So we need to have an alternative system whereby we don't need to be doing election constantly. We need to have representatives of the people to come together like a national conference, and that national conference will act as a parliament, and that is what we need to use to just consolidate ourselves and build a worthy country first before we go back to elections, when our people have been matured and when values have been established in our system, when value systems have been established, when vices have been uprooted, when things have been put in order. So, but right now, the way things are, if you either have a lot of money and you have a lot of protection, a lot of security, otherwise you will not even survive the process. This is the mindset of our politicians and the prevailing process itself that chooses our leaders. It is the survival of the fittest. It does not end there. In order to get the nomination slot of your political party, even when you have joined the party, you will have to bribe your way through. Because if, the nomination doesn't just, it's not just the most qualified that gets the nomination. You will not just come to party and say you will get a nomination. No, it is only the ones that have warmed the hands of the others, who have, greased the hands of the other people with money, that will be selected, because they are gatekeepers there who are supposed to select. In many cases, party delegates who will even have to vote for you must be bribed. Not just the fathers and the godfathers, even the candidate, the delegates must be bribed. Sometimes it goes to the tune of several million, thousands of dollars for them to even vote for you. But even after doing that, that is still not enough. Your party elders will have to also have been paid or bribed. You have to have thoroughly settled them. Otherwise, all your efforts will come to futility. It will be futile, because they will not support you. And if they don't support you, they will tell their people not to vote for you, and that is it. So our country is full of a corrupt system, and that system must be changed. That system must change, and that's why we need national conference to discuss this and to bring a new day of hope to our people. Well, Godfatherism, we have to, the Godfathers, I must say here that even though I admire what Tinubu is doing, because he's raising leaders, and you cannot deny that he's raising leaders. That is one good example of Godfatherism you could talk about in Nigeria, with all these, people that he has raised up. But even with him, I think he still has some factors of Nigerian Godfatherism, although he also has the right mentorship part of it as well. But we need to learn, either to learn how to become real mentors and to become real fathers to political young aspirants, and then shun the evil part and the evil part of this Godfatherism. So we need to modify this thing for politics to work in our country. Well, that's what I came to you with today. Thank you so much for your time. For the love of God, church and nation. Sunday Adelaja here. If you believe in nation-building principles, please like this video, share it with your friends, and let's change our nations together.